Hey guys! Welcome back to a quick PTGPowercast Quickie. Or something. I don't know. Either way, it's me and Kevin.
It's PTQ, Power Trip Quick.
Power Trip Quickie, which for me is 30 seconds.
Nah, it's less than that for you.
Yes, so, as most people know, all people, I would imagine, the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo came out this week.
Yeah.
So, Kevin and I played it.
I played it a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
You played it more than once?
Oh, I've been through it like 6 times.
Well, see, that's kind of a testament to how well. We'll get into it, I suppose. Let's first of all let's give our like initial thoughts on it as like the thing as a whole before we start dissecting it. So
it's gorgeous, flat out. The only thing is I wish my TV was just slightly better.
Oh,
because I don't have HDR.
Your TV was slightly better.
I don't have HDR on my TV, but mine's a 4K TV. Yeah. But I think it would probably look absolutely amazing with like full HDR support.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's gorgeous. It plays really, really well. I didn't see a single thing of slowdown that wasn't intended from like the command system.
Yeah.
Even with all the explosions and shit going off. And for a demo, that's ridiculous.
Yes, I absolutely loved it. Like, I was 100% impressed. And it takes a lot to impress me with stuff like that. 'Cause most people know, I would imagine, that Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite.
No.
I didn't... Like, I liked it when it came out. It wasn't my favorite even back then. Because I don't know, something about Final Fantasy VII World turned me off. But I still really liked it. Kind of like the way Link to the Past was to me.
Which is really funny because it's the perfect combination of the sci-fi fantasy that you love.
I know. Well, maybe that's why I like 13, because 13 was more so in the sci-fi realm than 7 was. But they've all sort of kind of been like that. Like, even back to, like, 6 with, like, the Magitech and stuff like that. So it kind of has always been... Well, I suppose that's more steampunk, yeah. But because I was originally not going to buy the FF7 remake, which, can I just say for the record, I don't care for that title. Well, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
To be honest, I think that was just a working title that got stuck.
I guess, but I feel like they should call it either just stick with just Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy VII R. Something, just anything different than just Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Considering this is like a remake of like from the ground up story wise too, they're redoing stuff. Yeah. And they should have honestly titled it Final Fantasy VII Chronicles or something.
Or Final Fantasy VII Reimagined. Just something would be better. The reason
I wouldn't do neither remake or reimagined, because it is pulling stuff in from like Crisis Core and all this other stuff supposedly.
Yeah.
So honestly it should have been like Chronicles, or done like what was it, Final Fantasy IV did with Anthology.
Oh yeah.
Do something like that where it lets you know that it's not just this is just a remake. It's more. It's expanded. That's why, I don't care for the name. Yeah. But that's nitpicking. Yeah. But overall, I'm gonna echo everything you said. Like, the game, the demo's gorgeous. And I told you this after I played it. I had a raging nostalgia boner the entire time I was playing it. Oh god, yeah. Anytime any of the music started, I was humming along with it. Yeah, because even when it was all of a sudden it would get remixed into new shit, I'm like, I don't know this. No, it was just even just the first scene when you see Biggs and Wedge and Jesse get off the train and they kick that one guard. I was like, that was incredible. I loved it. And then even from the first fight, it's it was so well done, it was ridiculous. And like I said, it takes a lot to impress me off of, especially for something for Final Fantasy VII. So, we'll start getting into it, specifics. So, and it seems kind of stupid that I'm starting with a gripe. I hate Barrett's voice. Oh! I 100% hate Barrett's voice. I think they hammed it up a little too much. Barrett was always a ham, though. I know he was. But it fit for that time. But, and see, the thing is, for me, I'm the opposite. I think it works because he is so passionate about saving the planet. He's gotten to the point where he's so passionate, he's become a parody of himself. He's Macho Man Randy. He's a fucking bad WWE promo. Man. Every sentence of dialogue he has, oh yeah! Oh, you want to see? That's why he should be your favorite. And also, I hate... maybe you can clear this, but I'm
pretty convinced I remember. Isn't it Mako, not Mako?
No, the actual pronunciation is Mako.
Then how come in literally every voice dialogue thing I can think of, they pronounce it Mako?
For Advent Children and stuff.
Advent Children, even Crisis Core, they call it Mako.
Yeah, it's the way to pronounce it is Mako, but no one has ever done that in the West.
And it irritated the piss out of me. That the Mako react. I'm like, what?
Don't worry. The first time
I'm wondering,
it caught me off guard at first, but it's just like with Eris not being Eris, it's back to being Aerith, the way it's supposed to be. So they're actually more the names and stuff are going to reflect what they're supposed to be, not the bad translations that the West got.
And even Aerith, like the whole Eris thing, like I feel like it should have been Eris, because I think Eris rolls off the tongue better than Aerith.
Aerith sounds like you have like a lisp.
Yeah, hey Aerith. Like it sounds stupid. But maybe that's just me. And
see, I don't mind it. Like it didn't bother me one way or the other. But with them trying to get like everything into alignment with this one, switching to proper pronunciations and stuff like that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. But the Barrett thing it took me out of it a little bit.
It could also just be he's that way at the beginning, because he does chill out partway into the game.
That's true. Maybe too.
So maybe it's just him. It's that gruff, tough guy, macho thing he does towards Cloud at the beginning, and then as it progresses, it'll drop, and once they actually become friends more so, it'll change.
I'm wondering too, because did anybody else say the word Mako in it, or was it only Barrett? Maybe it's only something he says it like, and then everybody else kind of still says Mako. I don't know.
It could also be one of those pronunciations with each individual character to give them more flavor.
Yeah, so I'm curious as to like how other characters are going to say it. But that was one thing that drove me nuts, is Barrett, because I mean I loved how he handled in battle. I think it's cool how the characters are actually different. And I'm betting Yuffie's the same way, where she's going to hit long range. So
maybe.
Well,
we won't be seeing her or Vincent for quite a while.
No, not for quite some time.
So.
But I was saying, like, the way they have battle set up, like, it's kind of neat that they're going to start having differences like that with the characters. Because in all reality, when you play FF7, none of the characters are very different. Well, a lot of them are interchangeable.
Basically, any turn-based RPG, with the exception of, like, maybe something like Saga Frontier, whenever there was a job system or generic thing, even like Bravely Default's a great example. Everyone is the same.
It's a blanket character, but
they're just blank, and you customize them how you want them. Yeah. And that was kind of like how they got the role-playing aspect into those types of games.
I didn't feel like 7 was like that, though.
Yeah, because everyone, if you didn't equip anything but the basic stuff to everyone, they were all, I mean, their attack animations are different.
All their stats were kind of the same?
They all roughly equal out to be roughly within like, variations, but they're all roughly generic type archetypes. Okay. But then when you put the materia in, that's when everyone starts, because the old materia system, it raised or lowered stats and stuff like that.
So they said. Honestly, I never saw that penalty. It was very strange.
The only ones I ever saw was like the ones where it gave you like lowered your resistance to status effects like poison
or like life. Didn't some of them lower your total life?
HP? Yeah.
But otherwise, like the whole idea of it's essentially a risk reward system.
Yeah.
But you never felt the risk.
No.
Not that I ever noticed.
Especially once they were master and you got the master all. Yeah. Or the one that has all of the sub abilities for each class.
Yeah. I'm hoping, because they didn't really handle materia in the demo, I'm hoping they kind of redid that system.
They did, a lot.
Yeah?
So apparently people that have gotten their hands on with like the longer, like 3-hour demos that have gone through the second reactor, where you fight Airbuster and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, materia is handled quite a bit. It's better. It's upgraded. Like adding elemental stuff into your weapon causes you to do elemental damage now and it's got like an effect on your weapon. And
that's cool. I like that idea. Because the whole, even raising it was such a fucking pain. With the whole growth system.
I'm wondering if growth system is still going to be working the same, or if they're going to just do a flat AP thing. Because
it seemed like, at least the way I played, once you got the weapons that tripled the experience, I literally kept that until...
There was one thing I did find out. They are having some way in the game of taking any weapon you like and making it current.
Oh, good.
So if you want to play the entire game with, like, the classic Buster Sword, there's a way to, like, upgrade it or something to make it still relevant when you're near at the end of the game, as opposed to just jumping to the Nail Bat or to the Rune Blade or and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because that was one thing I always liked is
I love the
some of the looks of the items or the weapons, but because that was
Ultima. I hated the Ultima weapon.
Oh, the Ultima weapon looked stupid.
But like the Rune Blade or Hard Edge, I think it was, those ones look kind of cool as opposed to like the Ultima.
Yeah, and even the one that has the 0 growth, I don't think I ever equipped, but I liked the way it looked.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Your favorite was Nail Bat.
But yeah, that was. I have high hopes for like that system to see like how exactly the materia is going to grow, and I do like you can see it in the weapon. I think that's a cool touch.
Yes.
So
everyone's, even like Barrett, it was on the side of his gun, and
actually, I mean, I really liked Barrett's design. I thought he was really fucking cool looking. Like, he did. It's funny because I always compare him to like the polygonal fucking PS1 graphics, and I'm like, boy, I didn't think he looked like that. It's really funny.
Yeah, they definitely brought in elements of his Advent Children design and stuff like that, and some of the promotional artwork into his design.
Yeah.
As opposed to, the PS1 look where...
Even Cloud, I feel like they did that, too.
Yeah.
They put a lot of, like, the Advent Children kind of look on him.
Yeah, definitely.
Which, even though isn't he a lot older in Advent Children?
Yeah, he's 21 in Final Fantasy VII. He's roughly 17 or 18 when he leaves Nibelheim.
Yeah, when he's with Zack.
Yeah.
Right, when he's still getting into Soldier.
So, yeah, he's 21 at the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. And I think by the time Advent Children happens,
like
he's
a couple few years?
23, 24, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's right. Yeah.
See, I would love to see them do with this one like alternate costumes for the characters.
That would be cool.
Love Cloud to have his Advent Children costume.
I would hope so, because I mean, there's a lot of characters that I hope have like various outfits or something in it. Because that would be a neat touch. I mean, you know.
Right.
But there were just so many, like.
The detail work in the world is nice.
God, yes.
Transition from just walking to...
Even just getting into battle felt seamless.
My only thing is, I'm hoping it's only for the demo, was as you're walking through, there were literally set
You could
battles.
Always tell when you were coming to a battle.
And I'm hoping that in the full game, that either enemies will just be walking around at random, and when you clear them, they respawn on a timer, rather than having to leave the area, come back in to get them to respawn. Because otherwise, I think working up is going to be too much of a pain in the ass if it's set battles.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine the overworld would kind of be more like that, but I have a feeling areas will not be like dungeons. Because, I mean, let's be honest, in this day and age, random encounters are almost a thing of the past.
Well, yeah, like
especially in an action RPG.
True random encounters are gone, but I would still like to be able to see, or like if you clear an enemy area out, like after time limit, like they come through one of the other doors or something to patrol the area and something like that. So, but yeah, there just weren't enough fights in the demo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Granted, I think they were just showing off the different types of enemies, because you had like the basic guards,
the basic soldiers.
Well, they weren't soldiers. They're just
sentries, I think,
troopers or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you had the shock troopers at the end there.
Yeah, you had the shock troopers.
Freaking annoying as hell.
You had the regular guards. You had those little
mono drives.
Yeah. You had the turrets. You had the Scorpion bot.
That Scorpion bot fight was
was fun.
Yeah, I really liked how they handled that fight.
I like the whole his tail laser where you have to hide behind stuff that fell.
Mm-hmm. It was very like, and that's one thing that a lot of RPGs don't do, is that type of cinematic battle.
Yeah.
Because I was half expecting when he was jumping around to do like a QTE of some sort. Otherwise, you take like a thing of damage. And I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like it was very well done for what that was.
Although there is something I did run into a similar thing like that happened with you, where I used my limit break, but my first hit and he jumped out.
Yes.
That finally happened to me.
That was annoying, and it took forever to get your fucking limit break.
And so I hope that in the full game, when you do them, it basically locks an enemy to a position they can still attack and stuff, but they can't move.
Yeah,
because otherwise certain limit breaks are going to be a pain in the ass to hit with.
Yeah, definitely. That was, especially any of the speedier enemies you're never going to hit.
What was it? Clim Hazard, the one where he jumps
in and slices up.
Like, imagine if they move during that one. I jump off of them and they walk away.
It was bad enough with Cross Slash because he takes so much time to do the 3 slashes, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I hit him once, and then he was just like, nope. I was like, God damn it.
Like, my only other complaint is the character you're playing as, the ATB gauge fills up pretty well. Especially if you're Cloud and you switch to Punisher mode, it builds up fast.
Yeah.
However, for the characters you're not playing as, it's so slow.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like it took forever for Barrett to get any form of his ATB gauge up.
Yes, because I was doing the boss fight, and I'm playing as Cloud, just beating the hell out of one of the legs, and he's like, "Oh, I thought I told you to use like lightning magic," and I'm like, "Well, I would, but his gauge won't fill, and I don't want to play as Barrett. I want to play as Cloud."
Yeah, I wonder if that's one of those stupid. But then that kind of defeats the whole idea of the command system. Is if you like the game would kind of try to force you to play him to get his ATB gauge up.
Yeah, well, and not just that is.
I wonder if they're gonna have
because I haven't played classic mode where they attack and defend on their own. Well, if it's already slow enough when I'm not playing a character. When I'm not playing any character, how is it going to be for everyone?
Yeah,
that's unless if there's equipment or like materia that's going to enhance that. Because with the dodge and block system now, there's going to be materia that's supposed to enhance those.
Well, I wonder, too, if maybe that's only Barrett? Because, I mean, Barrett is kind of slower. So I wonder if Tifa's will build quicker.
Do at different rates, maybe?
Maybe a stat affects that? Because, I mean, really, we've only seen 2 playable characters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard to judge how the ATB gauge fills. Unless, I don't know, maybe...
Because the game tells you it's based on attacking and defending.
Yeah.
So,
and Barrett, I mean, when you attack with him, he's kind of slow. Like it takes a while for his attacks to come off.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe it's just him, because I would imagine Tifa's modeled to be a faster melee character. So I wonder if hers will build fast because she's getting in so many strikes.
From the way I've heard that she plays, she sounds amazing. I can't wait to try her.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how all the characters are, even though I know like 2/3 of them we're not even going to see for another game or 2.
Well, yeah, we're only
going to see 4.
We're going to get Cloud, Barrett, Tifa,
and
Aerith, and then we'll see Red at the end of the game, but we won't get to control him.
So that's going to be a little weird to be. Well, and even Aerith, like she gets kidnapped. So really, you're only going to have the 3 for a while.
Yeah.
You're only going to have Tifa, Barrett, and Cloud.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I mean, to be honest. It's
if you think about it, that's kind of how it is on the first disc anyways.
That's true.
So.
That's why it kind of sucked when they said you weren't going to be able to play as Red 13. I mean, I understand why, because once you go through why can't I remember the name of that the Shinra Tower.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically, and then you leave Midgar. So it's like, I kind of understand why they did it.
That means the motorcycle chase should be in the game.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they did say that's going to be near the end of it, but
that was one of my favorite parts.
Oh, the fucking motorcycle
and so snowboarding.
The snowboarding part was stupid.
Fuck off! That was awesome.
It was dumb. But I'm curious to see how it's going to unfold. But I'm super hyped for it.
Oh, I am too.
Like I said, I don't really care for 7, but the way they handled this. And I didn't think I was going to like the real-time battle. I really didn't.
Yeah,
I actually really enjoyed it. Even though there were times it felt like I was getting hit and didn't realize it.
I had that problem a couple of times where all of a sudden I'm fighting. I'm like, shit, I'm low on life.
Yeah, like, that was...
But I think it's in the way I play. I'm expecting to be able to control, like, an action game like I would Devil May Cry.
Right.
It doesn't play that way.
No, it definitely does not. I wonder, too, if maybe I had the camera too close. I might have to set the camera back, too. Because it felt like I was getting blindsided a lot by enemies. Especially in that end sequence where the shock troopers are out. It's that one fight in particular where you have the sentry rays on the top and then the 2 shock troopers.
Yeah.
Dude, it took me forever to get through that fight because those shock troopers can take a beating.
I just walked up close to the wall where the guns can't shoot you and beat the hell out of the guys.
Oh, yeah.
I use the terrain to my advantage.
I
know.
Have to. My instinct is always to take out long range first and then do the melee, like the guys that are coming close, but that's... maybe I gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
But it's incredible. I'm blown away by this demo, and it usually takes a lot for me to get blown away in such a regard, but yeah, It's cool as shit.
Now, hopefully it won't be, 5 years in between. I know they're already working on the second part, but who knows?
Yeah.
And to be honest, the way I would love to see it done is rather than each part being released physically, just give us the option to download it and add it to the game.
To be perfectly honest, I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Because it doesn't really make much sense for them to release a physical copy of the second part if you've never played the first. Because this wouldn't be a game where you can just jump into Disc 2 without playing Disc 1. You know what I mean?
But it wouldn't be the first game series to do that.
No.
Shin Megami does it all the time.
Yeah, I suppose, but... one I'm thinking of is Digital Devil.
Yeah.
But there's time elapsed between the two.
But you still, if you could jump right into the second part not having played the first. And you'd be lost as far as story goes, but... They allow you to do it. Hack does it the same way.
Yeah, I suppose.
Both series for Hack do.
I suppose Trails of Cold Steel. Trails of Cold Steel, you could too.
Yeah. You
could carry over save data. It's just they kind of gave you a flat base character instead of all the stuff you would have gotten.
Yeah.
Which.
So I'd rather have it digital so it's all ends up being all one package. Now, granted. From what I understand, this game's going to be 100 gigs minimum.
I believe it.
So, the game would be massive and all if you had all the parts like that. But
my guess for how it's going to go is they'll do you buy the base game, $60 or whatever for the first part, and then they'll do add-on for maybe 40. I have a feeling, maybe. Unless they're going to really go 60 for each one.
Well, if production quality stays this way, it's going to be $60 each section. And it's probably going to be in 3 parts.
And to be honest, I guess I'd be alright with that, considering how long each... Because, if you break it down by disc, that's still a really big chunk of game.
And this first part for this is supposed to be the same length as a standard, RPG.
Yeah, which I'm alright with that, I guess. But I have a feeling they'll do it that way. And to be honest, PS5 is going to be out by the time this concludes. If they were smart...
They'll release it all as a collected edition on PS5 once it's finished.
Or do the upgrade. Because I know a lot of games have that option where if you bought it on, PS3, you could get an upgrade to the PS4 version for, $10. Or maybe it was, the Wii U to the Switch or something like that. Or Wii to the Wii U, there was something that did that before, where it's you have it on this, spend $1, you'll get it on the current system, or even if they do a free upgrade to
the only thing I can think of that's comparable is I know there were certain Vita games where if you bought it for the Vita, you got it for Vita and PS3.
Oh, the cross-platform? Yeah. Because, to be honest, if they would release it on both. They would have to. Because that'd be kind of a bitch move to release the first 2 parts and then do, the third part on PS5 alone.
Well,
it's a business tactic, I guess. But that would be a real bitch fucking...
Although, it's from... I guess from the way it's been said, it's not going to be PlayStation exclusive permanently.
No, I would imagine not.
I guess it's only, PlayStation exclusive for, the first year. And then it might be coming out on Xbox and whatever the next Xbox is called.
Yeah. I could see that. Final Fantasies have been coming onto Xbox now for a little while.
They
Since
just got 13, the Kingdom Hearts
series.
So.
13 went to Xbox.
Yeah, I think so.
Did 15?
Probably.
It wouldn't surprise me at this point. But, yes. There you go. So, we love the demo. If you guys have not tried it, I would highly recommend you try it. Because, the nostalgia factor is through the roof. You're going to be humming along with the songs just like you did back then. You're going to see all these nods to previous things.
It's also a good time to play it if you don't like turn-based RPGs, but you still kind of like story-based games. Yeah. This would be a good in.
Oh, definitely. That was one thing that made me sad the whole time, because I loved Jessie. Because I like how they kind of elaborated on her flirting with Cloud and stuff. And then the whole time I'm playing this time, I'm like, oh, you guys are going to die. I'm like, oh, Jessie, you're so cute. But you're going to die with your pointy Madonna boobs. But who knows? Because they said they're going to change a bunch of shit and add stuff. So maybe they won't die.
So maybe they won't all die. Or they'll die and we'll find them later.
Something. Granted, if they did that,
maybe Cloud will see him in the live stream and during that segment.
Maybe.
Because when we eventually get to that point, that part of the game was weird.
That was a very bizarre scene.
So anything could happen at that point.
Yeah. But I mean, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's an amazing demo. I highly recommend trying it if you guys haven't. So yeah, I'm glad we enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to it. It comes out April 10th, I believe.
Yeah.
April 10th. I have it pre-ordered. Pre-ordered it as soon as I played the demo, which is very unlike me. But anyway, that'll do it for this PTG Quickie, I guess. So hit us up on Facebook.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Go to powertripgaming.tv. Takes you directly to the channel where you can watch us play a bunch of fucking games. Like the NES Quest and any side quest videos that we do, where we're playing things off the original NES system.
Listen to our Powercast stuff.
Yes, listen to the PTG Powercast.
On iTunes, Stitcher.
And other various podcasting platforms. So there you go.
What about you, Paul? Got 2 cents for this? Oh, don't. That's what I thought.
Wonderful.